Let us discuss the next question. This is from the year 2013. Who among the following constitute the National Development Council or the NDC? The Prime Minister, the Chairman of the Finance Commission, the Ministers of Union Cabinet, Chief Ministers of the State. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. When the Planning Commission was there was an advisory body to the Planning Commission called the NDC. So the National Development Council, it had certain members. The members are the Prime Ministers, the Union Ministers of Cabinet, and the Chief Ministers of respective states and Union territories. And there is no mention of the Chairman of the Finance Commission in the members of the NDC. So this is incorrect. So if we eliminate option number 2, we will get our answer as B, 1, 3 and 4. Now NDC, it was set up in the year 1952. It is also known as the Rashtriya Vikas Parishad. It is led by the Prime Minister, and the other members are the Union Ministers, the Chief Ministers of the respective states and UTs. And later on when the Niti Aayog came, even the members of the Niti Aayog was also added during the transitionary phase. But note here, it doesn't include the Chairman of the Finance Commission. Now what's the mandate of this National Development Council? It used to act as an advisory to the Planning Commission, and it used to act as the highest decision-making authority when it comes to the development matters in the country. But once the Planning Commission was abolished and the role was given to the Niti Aayog, the NDC's role was similarly taken up by the Niti Aayog's governing council. So currently, as of now, even today, on paper the NDC is still existing, but its powers and functions are conducted by a similar organization, that is the Niti Aayog's governing council. So NDC is not an organ of the Planning Commission, but it is an independent body which used to advise the Planning Commission when the Planning Commission was there. And the members doesn't include the Chairman of the Finance Commission. So answer will be B, 1, 3 and 4. Let us discuss the next question now. This is from the year 2013. Consider the following statements. Statement number 1. The National Development Council, it is an organ of the Planning Commission. Statement 2. The economic and social planning is kept in the concurrent list in the Constitution. Statement 3. The Constitution of India prescribes the panchayats should be assigned the task of preparation of plans for economic development and social justice. Which of the following statements are correct? Now, the Planning Commission currently is now abolished after the Niti Aayog came into picture, and all the powers of Planning Commission are given to the Niti Aayog. But when the Planning Commission was there, we had the NDC, the National Development Council, which was an advisory body to the Planning Commission. So this was an advisory body to the Planning Commission. So the NDC is not an organ of the Planning Commission, but it was a separate body, which is an independent body, and it was the advisory body to the Planning Commission. So this is incorrect. If you know this basic fact, now look at the options. We know that 1 is incorrect. See, we can eliminate 1 and we can get the answer as 2 and 3. Now let us look at the statement 2. The economic and social planning is kept in the concurrent list in the Constitution of India. Yes, both the central government and the state government should be able to work for the economic and social planning of the country. So that is why it makes sense for it to be kept in the concurrent list. So this is anyways correct. The Constitution prescribes that the panchayats, they should be assigned with the task of preparation for the economic and social justice. Yes, this is also correct. So answer is B, 2 and 3. Now coming to the in-depth explanation about the NDC. The National Development Council or the NDC, it's also known as the Rashtriya Vikas Parishad. It was formed in 1952 on 6th of August. It is led by the Prime Minister, it is headed by the Prime Minister, and the different members are the Union Ministers, the Chief Minister of the states, and the administrators of the Union territories. And later on the members of Niti Aayog were also added. It is the highest decision-making body in the country when it comes to the development matters, and it worked as an advisory body to the Planning Commission. It's not an organ of Planning Commission, but it was an advisory body to the Planning Commission. And what was the purpose? Its purpose was to approve the policies and plans which are formulated by the Planning Commission and advise the Planning Commission. Now once the Niti Aayog came into picture, the Planning Commission was abolished. So the role of this NDC, now it has reduced because the similar functions and roles are taken up by the Niti Aayog's governing council. As of now, today, the NDC is still existing on the paper. It is a defunct organization because all the powers and responsibilities, it is being conducted by some other body, the Niti Aayog's governing council. So it is not officially abolished on paper. It is still there, not yet officially declared as defunct. So it's not an organ of the Planning Commission as such, but it is an independent advisory body to the Planning Commission. Hence, statement number 1 is incorrect. And other two statements are correct. So answer will be B, 2 and 3 only.